Hey YouTubers, Grimmy here, and today I'm being joined by the Transformers Generations Orion Pax. And for those of you who don't know, Orion Pax is pretty much Optimus Prime before he became Optimus Prime. And as part of the IDW series, they've actually released Orion, which is a very nice setup. And here he is. So without further ado, let's take a look. So before I get to Optimus the figure, I guess I should bring up the included comic book, which is part of the Autocracy series, and it actually has a story featuring Orion Pax, which is really good. I wish all of the comics that came with these figures did that, you know? But being part of the first wave, they were pretty good about giving him a story that actually featured him, which I'm happy about. But I guess we should get down to Orion himself. And he transforms into a little mini truck. It's a nice one. It's a Cybertronian vehicle. It actually looks pretty good. You know, it's got the standard Optimus Prime colors of red, dark blue, and silver. And it's not quite the flat-nosed semi that he becomes in G1, but, you know, I can let that slide since this is Orion and not Optimus. So, yeah, it works out. And it actually does a pretty good job of looking like the included comic, so at least it's pretty accurate to the story that it's related to. Now the weapons that are included can actually store on the vehicle mode via these 5mm peg holes on the sides. So you just plug them in. That side, plug the axe into this side, and there you go, he's all armed up. Quite honestly though, I'm not real fond of the weapon storage on this thing, so it's probably better to just leave the weapons off and just put them to the side. But yeah, I mean, vehicle mode looks really good. And for a quick comparison, we're going to put Orion Pax with the Autobot he's fated to become, Optimus Prime. And this is the NK Voyager version, which is pretty much my favorite Classics Optimus. So, yeah, you can see he's a lot smaller than the NK version, but given he's a deluxe class, yeah, that's understandable, and it actually works out pretty well because Orion Pax is, like I said, before he became Optimus, so being a smaller robot works out for him. But I guess we've looked at vehicle mode long enough. Let's get him into robot mode and see how he looks there. Okay, now that we got Orion in robot mode, let's take a good look at him. As you can see, he's a nicely proportioned little robot. Let me just zoom in, and he looks pretty good. All the colors are in the right places for him. Even has the chest windshield and grill look to him. And he really does look like Optimus, except just a lot younger. And really signifying that is the fact that his faceplate is not there. This is actually before he actually got a faceplate and all that. Or, well, apparently he had a faceplate before, and at the end of the comic he gets one again, so it's a little, that's how the comic goes at least. But yeah, the head sculpt is done very nicely, looks very young, so it really looks like it's a lot younger version of Optimus. And there's a lot of Optimus seen on the rest of the body. Like forearms have those little arrows to them. The basic build of the body is done pretty similar to Optimus. Even has the blue shins, even though he has red on the sides, but that's just how the transformation works. But yeah, the basic colors are all present and accounted for, and it really does look good. And for accessories, this guy does have some very Optimus-esque weapons, like he has the ion cannon, which is a nice little stubby gun, looks good, has a very G1 feel to it, and he also has the energy axe. Now the axe is a little bit of a gripe for me because it looks like more like a translucent red plastic instead of the usual orange. It's a different shade of red than his body, so it's a little orangey there, but it still looks a little too red. But, you know, that's the only gripe I really have on that. But, yeah, I mean, for articulation, he's got a good amount. He's got a ball-jointed head. Forward, backward on the shoulders, also in and out. Bicep swivels. Nice clicky elbows. Soft clicky, so it's not really going to be hard. He has wrist joints. He has a waist, which is always a nice feature. Oh. So he has a waist, which is a nice feature there. He has ball-jointed hips, thigh swivel, stiff knee bends, but they're there, and it's not a bad bend. It's not huge, but still good. And he has ball-jointed ankles, as well as a forward-backward tilt due to the transformation. So he is very articulated, and you're going to be able to get a lot of nice poses out of him. Now, let's get a comparison in with NK Optimus. Just bring him in, and to really see how much of a difference there is. Now this is a little, like, he is a little shorter than I really like. I mean, taking a look at this, it's clear he gets a lot bigger as he grows. So it's a little jarring to see how much of a difference one matrix can make. But, yeah, it's still nice. Let me see if I can... There we go. So, anyway, if you prefer your Orion to be a little bit more of a non-violent type, since a lot of times he's just characterized as a clerk, you don't have to have him with the weapons. You can actually take them off. And since they both use like 5mm fists, you can actually arm Optimus with Orion's weapons. And they look pretty good on him. Now again, the gun is a little stubbier than it should be, but you know, it still works. And you know, it looks like, and the weapons do look good for Optimus. So you can have your Orion Pax be the non-violent type, which is fitting for Orion. And I think if you want to include Orion in your classic shelf, he would fit in just nicely with the Season 2 Autobots, since Orion Pax did make his first appearance in the G1 cartoon. Episode I think was called War Dawn. So, yeah. He's definitely a good figure to have for a Classics Neo G1 setup. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review, and I'll see you guys later. Take care, have fun, and bye-bye.